for us, all she got to do is look good for the most part. I mean, with their, but we got to have, we got a lot more boxes we have to check. Like, even if we look good to them, you know, you better be putting in work in the bed. You better be able to fight a little bit. You better be a good provider. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot more to it, man.
But I think guys are more short-sighted.
Yeah, because like she could be a 30. She could be a 30 and like nothing else is there. You'd be complaining to your boys about it, and then somebody be like, yeah, she fine, motherfucker. Don't.
What up? It's Three Brothers No Sense. I'm Tavares Ferguson, a.k.a. Ferg. Join my co-hosts Buff and Razi. But first, let me bring in our special guest, one of my favorite people in the great H-Town, the city of Houston, my friend, my frat brother, my voice of reasoning, and my the devil on my shoulder sometimes, Norwood Richardson, Mr. See You in Court, author of A Drinker's Guide to Getting Home. Is that correct? Did I say that right? Okay, I've been drinking a little bit, so luckily I don't have to drive. But author of A Drinker's Guide to Getting Home. Great book, great read. It is what it sounds like it is. It's just a quick excerpt on how to properly drink and then drive home safely. So I notice I didn't say drink and drive. You made reference to that in the book. You did a good job of making sure you said it's not drinking and driving. But tell us a little about yourself, Wood, and your book, man. It was a great read.
Man, I appreciate that. First, let me start off with thank y'all for having me. Y'all have a dope show. I'm a follower. Facebook says I'm a top fan, so I'm gonna own that. So I really appreciate what y'all do, what y'all got going on. It's funny. It's one of the reasons I get on Facebook, because Facebook is kind of boring to me. But I'm Norwood. I've been practicing for about 13 years. My main focus is criminal law. I deal with a lot of DWI cases and drug cases. And I've been fortunate enough to be a bit successful in those areas. So this book, I try to write to cater to clients, potential clients, are people that look like us, that might not have the information that they need when they are driving. So thank y'all for having me again, and I'm just excited to be on the show. I know a lot of people are trying to be on here, but Wood got here.
Flex.
He's underselling the book,
Definitely.
though.
Definitely.
He's underselling the book. It's a quick read. So it's basically like sitting down, having a drink with your homeboy who happens to be a lawyer and decides to tell you about the best way to increase your chances of not getting caught up with a DWI. Yeah. So what was it? Friends don't let friends drive drunk or blow. Was that your quote?
Friends don't let friends drink and drive and take the breath test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he hits on that. I mean, it really was things that you know, sometimes we think we're smarter than what we are. And I think he did a really good job of kind of hitting on that, like how we think we're not drunk, how we think we understand blood alcohol levels, and if I eat food, I'm good. If I wait to drink, if I wait to drive, I should be good. It's like hitting on a lot of those things that we probably can get wrong. And then also showing you how the law looks at it, and then the anatomy of it all, the science behind it. Like, look, you know, you might not be as drunk now as you are an hour from now, even if you stop drinking, because your blood alcohol levels can increase. Your body absorbs alcohol at different rates. So it's all those little things, those misconceptions that we sometimes might think we know, but at the same time, those are the things that can potentially help you beat the case. I definitely enjoyed it, bro. It was a good read. I read it last night when my son was on a rant. So, and I want to say it took me probably 30 minutes to read, if that. So it's a quick read, man. So I advise all our listeners to check it out. As a matter of fact, We're going to do a giveaway to a listener or two. We don't know what the contest is going to be, but we're definitely going to give away the book and support. So check it out. It's on Amazon on Kindle. A Drinker's Guide to Getting Home. Norwood Richardson, Esquire. Mr. See You in Court. So besides that, fellas, how was your week? Let's jump into it.
Man, I just want to say I'm excited because stimmy check round 3 is coming, baby. So it passed the Senate finally by reconciliation. It's going to the House. We know it's going to pass the House. So $1.9 trillion in relief for COVID is coming. And in that, we should be getting about $1,200 more dollars. So we getting some money. And if they wait too long, it might get it in Tubman's. So either way it goes, we getting some money, baby.
So
there we go.
So is it $1,200 period, or is it $1,200 plus kids? Because I'm asking for a friend. I'm trying to do some math.
I ain't got a chance to look at it for real because I think it just broke last night. They had like this super long vote marathon, so it happened last night. I haven't had a chance to actually look at the bill, but I just know that it is a $1,200 payment in there. I would assume it's going to be per person, some extra for children and all of that. So yeah, it's going to be nice. Buff, you might know, kind of generally what's in it.
Not really. I don't know. I don't even know where you got the 1,200 from. I thought it was 1,400, or it's the 1,200 like another one. I thought it was 1,400 to supplement the 600, which is the 2,000 that Biden has been talking about.
Oh no, correct me, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. So it should be 1,400. I don't know how much per kid though, and all that good stuff. Like that was in the details, but we getting money. And contrary to the post we posted earlier today, where the brother said he'd rather
that
pay
idiot.
He'd rather pay
he can just donate. He can donate, just donate your shit or start an LLC. Razi's favorite thing to do.
It is.
I've heard people say they don't want a stimulus because all you're doing is like you're repaying it back later when you do your taxes. I get some of that, but this dude said he'd rather pay the government a stimulus than to get it because his grind is just different from the rest of ours. So he built different, you know what I mean? So, but since you brought up politics a little bit, Razi, I just wanted to get y'all's opinion real quick. So,
hold on. The latest version under discussion would send $1,400 payments to individuals earning under $50,000.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
And $2,800 to married couples earning under $100,000.
Okay, but yeah, and then from there it's like if you make more than 50 or 100, you get a little less than the 1,400, right?
Yeah. So
at first I was taking that like because I still need some of that. I need some of that.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see. Don't file your taxes.
Yeah, the way my taxes set up, man, it's just
yeah. I had my homeboy tell me they're like, don't file the taxes until them stimmies come through.
Oh yeah, after what you told us, what you made, yeah, definitely don't.
Really?
Don't. No,
really?
I didn't say a number. I didn't say a number. I'm just saying it.
Really, I don't qualify for a stimulus check if that's what you're saying.
But real quick,
for me,
man.
For me,
real quick. I want 50 Cent to run for some type of public office. And I know a lot of people right now don't like him, and it's not a matter of liking him or not. But his trolling game, I just want to see the attack ads that he would come up with against his opponent. Like, I'm here for the show, so I need him to run for some type of office because every time he comes at somebody, he comes hard, man. And
he's a winner.
Yeah.
He is a legit winner. 50 Cent is the person that you want to be. You remember in like middle school when you was like, when people was making fun of people, you want to stay on his side.
Yeah.
Like when he was making fun of somebody because he always gonna roast you to death. Yeah. You don't want to be on his side. He like having to attack me, like he does what he does. He does it well.
Does not play fair, man. He made fun of Method Man because of who Method may have allegedly slept with.
Wendy.
So Wendy Williams.
Man, did y'all see the Wendy Williams show though? Like the movie, man. She had some issues.
She looked like she's had a rough life, bro.
Yeah. I see why she looks like she does. She has earned the bags and the baggage and the body and everything else. She's earned that.
I don't know.
Gross.
She's horrible.
But
that's all I got, man.
She actually was she wasn't that bad back in the day. Like I see how she was pulling some of them folks and everything. Like,
and we gotta remember, she almost 60, man.
I'm about to Google this.
Yeah,
she in her 50s, so she.
Yeah, actually that's how I know, because I was watching the little movie, and I was like, she can't be as bad as this chick that they portraying her to be. And so I Googled it, and I was like, she actually was pretty bad. Okay, all right.
I'm gonna Google Wendy Williams, 1965.
I think it's like the 80s.
She was
I
pretty
think that's when she was in her height.
So let's get this straight. Was she pretty bad or she was okay? Because you said pretty bad, like.
She was a strong 7. You know,
7 is a safe answer.
The homie Kevin Samuel say you can't choose 7. You can't pick 7.
Don't worry about it. We're about to get it.
That was strong. When he did that, I've never heard that before. That was strong when he said that. Like, you can't say 7. Rate yourself and don't say 7. I was impressed.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just saw a picture of her on a breakdown.
Not given a safe 7. I think she was a strong 7. I think she wasn't average. She was above average, but she wasn't in your top tier. So that's why I give her a 7.
Can you send me the picture you're referring to, sir? Because my Google doesn't work that way.
It took me a while because I had to Google different phrases, but I think it was Wendy Williams 80s or something like that.
Bruh, it reminded me of a post I saw today. Was like, when you're trying to show your homeboys a picture of your new bae, and you keep scrolling like, she might be ugly. Like, I'm not saying.
Maybe, okay, you know what? Okay.
See?
Yeah, I mean, if this is her, do y'all see that?
Bruh, from what I see, the way the camera's set up, bruh, that's not a...
Yeah, I saw that picture. Yeah, that's her. That's
okay.
Yeah, see?
Okay, we're not about to spend too much time on Wendy Williams. I refuse.
Yeah, no, we not. We'll...
Yeah. Anyway, that was all I had, man. So that's all I got, man.
I don't know, sir.
So Wood, real quick from the book. I see you got your red cup going. So what's in there? You got that 2 shots of whiskey and that the shot of Coke. Ain't that what you said you like?
I got 84, so it's probably at a bar. Probably about 4 shots.
Yeah, splash of Coke. Correct him, Wood. A splash of Coke, bro.
You don't want that Coke taste. You want that drink feel.
That's like a commercial for whatever you're drinking.
Hey, I can see that in a 1980s, 1970s alcohol ad in the middle of a Jet magazine.
You the new Billy D. Williams, bro.
Alcohol tastes better in a red cup. I don't care what y'all say. It just tastes better in a red cup.
I believe you.
Let the bros hear that.
Bro, I remember the first time I brought cups to the frat house, and of course, red cups. That didn't end well at all.
I'm sure. But they don't make it's hard to find the purple solo cups. They have them every once in a while, but you're either going to see the red or the blue, which either way is not a good look for the bros.
Let's be honest, that would have been trapped. Oh, so you just bring a cup? You got purple cups now? Yeah,
you're gonna go for it if you bring the purple cups. You think you the bros? You can bring purple cups.
So what else?
You gotta bring the communion cups.
So for you guys that don't know, I'm over here double fisting it with my cups. Speaking of, it's been one of those weeks. Job on, oh boy. This one of those days you got to go look at your W-2s to remind yourself why you do what you do. It's been one of those weeks, man. But no, it was outside of that. It was a good week, man. I have not seen. I know you guys are very anxious to talk about WandaVision. Is it everything that I hope it would be?
I don't even know what to say without giving away anything. This is what I say about the latest episode of WandaVision. When you think there's about to be a boring part and you can look away for a minute, that's when you need to be looking. Because I did that a couple of times. I looked away. I was like, whoa, what did he just say? Mm-hmm. So, and then the end, of course, is, Yeah.
It's a trill episode.
Yeah.
Well, let's just take a step back. In honor of Wood over here, I know what Wood has. Would you tell the people what you got in your cup?
Oh, this is Jameson and Coke Zero. It's like Jameson to get you right, Coke Zero to make sure your body don't hate you in the morning.
And less calories or something?
Yeah,
Ain't that?
Tastes great. Tastes
No,
great.
less sugar.
Filling.
Calories okay. It's less sugar. I'm 38 years old now. I gotta watch my sugar intake.
You the young buck of the show, bro.
I'm the young buck of the show.
Yeah, bro. We all graduated together.
As a matter of fact, when this episode drops, it'll be my 40th birthday.
Hey man, happy birthday, man.
That is true.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, bro. So what you got in the cup, bro?
Oh, Jameson.
No, I'm talking about a Byron. That's Mr. Sophisticated Palate.
Nah, I don't have anything right now, man.
Yeah, you drinking no Blantons? I always feel like you should be on something like that.
Yeah, I'm scared to drink. I need to get another bottle before I pour any more Blandings because once I'm out, it's hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, I've been, like I said, it was a tough week, so I started with an Applejack, and I'm finish off the podcast with a glass of French Connection. So,
oh, okay,
nice.
Yeah, it's one of those weeks. But anything else, fellas?
Nah.
Okay,
that's it.
Well, let's jump into it. So, Razi, you know the star of the show. Is she ready to go?
Oh yeah, man. Let's get it. Hold on. Let me go get her.
Hey, Falteezy.
I can be a guest anytime, guys. If you need,
We got you. We already
African American sister's opinion on the show.
We got you.
We've been told we need that sometimes, especially on some of the topics. Some of the girls will be like, "Y'all should have had a woman on this episode." I'm like, "Oh, I guess we didn't. I guess we didn't get something right."
Bro, we'll never get anything right, bro. Three, now 4 black men is gonna be wrong. Hey, Sophie. Hello. What's good?
I don't know.
Honest answer.
How was your week, baby?
Good.
Okay, you got a good joke for us today?
Yeah.
Did you pick it out or did Daddy pick it out?
Daddy picked it out and showed it to me.
Well, you know he doesn't do. Sophie, give us what you got because you have the delivery of the family.
He chose a really good one.
Okay, this is a good one?
At least I think so. Why can't Trump go to the White House anymore? No.
Impeached? Something about impeached?
No, it's not something about a peach.
I got nothing. That laugh. What do you got, Sophie? I got nothing.
Because it's for Biden.
I got it, Sophie. That was a good one. For Biden. Got it.
Excellent job. Excellent as always.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, she's dancing. She liked that one.
My twins would have loved that joke. They hate. No. They will ruin your show, bro. Y'all have a good thing going. It'll just be all bad. So I love it.
The censors will come and we'll be off the air.
They'll start fighting on the show, and then it'll just be bad.
How are they doing, by the way? It's been a minute.
Oh, they're great, man. They're really great. And the good thing about it is they will remember your name, even though it's been a year.
I hope so. I haven't seen them since was it the rodeo? Was that last year?
No, it wasn't 2020. It was 19.
Wow. Dang. Time flies. This pandemic has put us in a time bubble. Byron, so you getting up with Allie murder tomorrow?
Yeah. I had to go over the rules for Dr. Tab Fauci on what all I could do. So I think we're supposed to ride in the car with our mask on until we get to somewhere we can socially distance. And then, I don't know.
That's what's so crazy. Is like you can do everything right, but once you get into a certain area, most people lose.
Dude, I just seen this chick I'm friends with on Facebook. She was like at the strip club. It's packed, no mask on. They like popping bottles and slapping ass. I'm like, did COVID leave Atlanta?
But they still celebrating the election, bro.
They did their thing, man.
Yeah, Georgia. We need Alabama to get on that, and Texas, I think, could be the next state that can make that same move. It's just gonna take time.
Yeah. Well, I always say though, if they lose Texas, it's game over.
It's over.
Yeah.
If they lose Texas. They lose Texas. It's going to be riots.
Yeah.
These Texas white people different than the Georgia white people
because they just lost this election and they won Florida, didn't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
So you got to think.
Yeah, this is the first. I think this is the first time somebody won the presidency without winning Florida.
Florida. Yeah, and you know what? Apologies to any of y'all from Florida, have family members in Florida.
Nobody's from Florida.
Florida is so backwards, and they've been backwards since 2000. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They just cannot get their mind right, yo. It's like,
bruh, I was there for all that, bro. When I say it was so crazy, we'll talk about that later. But dog, they're ass backwards.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot we like still recording it.
Yeah,
I'm talking to y'all like it's just a conversation. Let's go.
So
y'all stopped. I thought this was part of it. I just dipped in. Was just gonna jump back in.
Razi,
he's a joke.
He edits out what he wants to edit out. We'll never know what the show will be until we hear it. But
all this might stay in. Just let you know.
All right, that was a good joke by my goddaughter, young Sophie, the comedian of the crew.
How old is Sophie, Razi?
7.
Okay, she's adorable, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
She's pure comedy.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, they call her Sunshine at school. Like literally all the teachers and everything. Like she goes around just smiling all the time, no matter what. So
that's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. What's gonna say? Oh, what I want to do is I want to make this. So today is February 5th, 6th, something like that. 5th. By the time this episode drops, outside of being Buff's birthday, 40th birthday, it will be our episode right before Valentine. Excuse me, Valentine's. So this is going to be our Happy Valentine's Day episode. So we about to keep it. Hold on to your seat. So I want to start off by this question. Last time I was with you, Wood, we kind of had a conversation about the rating system. So for all you guys getting ready for all you single ladies and single guys out there getting ready to figure out who you're going to spend your Valentine's with and trying to figure out who you should block and who you should ghost and all that stuff, take a second, go get dolled up and take a look in the mirror. Because we got something to say. It's 2021. People got their stimmy check. They feeling good. And so people are about to be on some serious judgmental type stuff coming up. So, we had a conversation the other day. Usually people talk about 1 through 10 because we were talking about Kevin Samuels and how he got a lot of backlash because the lady rated herself a 6?
Yes.
A 5? A 6?
A 5 and 6 at best.
5, and because he eliminated the 7. And so that, which is key, 7 is kind of a safe zone. So last time I talked to Wood, he brought up a good point with the comedian Patrice O'Neal has this segment where he talks about changing the rating system.
Look at you. This is one of the things when my boys thought up one night is how to size up a woman. And you know how we go the scale of 1 to 10 usually? Like, what you give her, 10 or blah. A lot of times, you might give a chick a 6. That's really like ugly, but we trying to be like not mean. So if you're a 6, that's still just too close to 10. So it gives her more hope than she really deserves, So we came up with a method from 1 to 30, right? But we chopped it down to 3 categories in that 30. You have ugly women, you have all right looking women, and then you have beautiful women. So let's say the number 21. That means you are an ugly, beautiful. You understand what I'm saying? That makes sense? So at 15, you are a alright looking bitch.
All right, so as you hear, Patrice O'Neal's system is 1 through 30. So to recap, 1 through 30. How do you guys feel about that rating system? Wood, let's start with you because
yeah.
Hold on, let's bring it in. I want him to recap it for us. So Wood, this is what you swear by. So let me hear your interpretation of Patrice O'Neal's 1 through 30.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. 1 through 10 is 1 through 10 is your ugly chick rating. 1 being an ugly chick, 10 being a fine ugly chick. 10 through 20 is your regular girls. 10 being your ugly regular girls. 20 being your fine regular girls. 20 through 30 is your fine motherfucker. So 20 being ugly fine girl. And y'all seen them. And 20 being 30, I'm sorry, being your fine girl.
So 1 through 10.
That's how it goes. And when you work with that rating, it's like it's easier because 1 through 10. Because the girl, I'm sorry, my dad told me that you should never call a woman ugly, but the woman who was on the show and she gave herself a 6, like she jumped a little bit. In my opinion. and people might watch this and be like, "Oh, who is that nigga?" Kim, you know. Let's be honest. She jumped slightly because 7 is so safe, like you said. But the 1 through 30 system, and women can put niggas on the system too. It's fine. But the 1 through 30 system is it's perfect. It eliminates all that. I'm a 7 shit because you're a 7. You over average looking ugly bitch. And that's really not dope. But if you're a 17, you better than average looking average woman. And that's cool. That's good.
So that would put 15 as an average chick, right? So
no, 15 is your average. 15 an average chick.
Yeah. Like average body, average face. So I kind of like this 30-point scale because it differentiates body from the face or how they actually look. Because too often people will. Yeah, because that's really what it is, right?
It can be everything.
His 1 through 10 was just the face.
Right, but you can have a body, right? So you can have a body with an ugly face and be a 10. And so
I think what he said for 10 was like, you be a 10, be a fine ugly bitch. Those are his words, not mine.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. So you can be fine, like body wise, you can be fine, but face wise, you just ain't there. So I like that because it differentiates. Because a lot of folks think that a body will put them into the 7, 8, 9 and without a face, or they got a real pretty face and no body and think they're going to be an 8, 9. Like it doesn't work that way. Like to be a 9, 10, you got to have a face and a body. And truthfully, I'm going to tell you, there's far few 10s because for me to be a 10, you got to be pretty without makeup.
That's real.
That's it.
So if you're going to say I'm a 10, I need to see you with no makeup, no push-up bra, no Spanx. I need to see you just like this in your natural form. And if you still banging, okay, you're a 10.
But you might find that 10 is really like a 17, 18, which is a pretty regular chick, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
So let's stop.
Some people might be like, oh, that ain't 11. It's like, it don't matter.
We're going to piss some people off by the show. Just throwing it out there. So fellas, before you before you give your answer, let's be honest. Let's rate ourselves. So when you start, say, okay, I'm Ferg and I'm a da-da-da, and then you go in. Because you know they're gonna be like, because everybody that listens to this show has seen us before. And so who wants to start?
All right, we rating on a 30 or the normal 10-point scale
30,
so everybody kind of understands.
30.
Okay, all right, cool.
I'll go. I'm Wood. I ain't got abs. If I had abs, I'd be like a 29. But since I don't have abs, I'm an 18. Okay. I'm a good looking average nigga.
All right. So I'm gonna go.
Mr. 27.
I'm gonna go with 17. But I just want to say I'm currently working out, so hopefully I can push that number up to a 19. But I think I'm a strong 17. If I was a hand of spades, you know what I'm saying, I probably get you. I get you four in a possible. If we play, I think I'm 3 in a possible. I got three strong books I know I can get. You know what I'm saying? No, but you playing teams. So
that's true.
So,
that's true.
Yeah, 17.
All right. For me, I'll
Mr. Arrogant here.
No. This is Razi. I definitely think I'd go with 18. I'd give myself an 18. I'm still semi-fit, but my six-pack ain't all the way there, type thing. So go there, and I do. I think I'm in that middle range. I'm not super gorgeous. I take my shirt off, I look like a cheetah because I had chicken pox when I was 14. It is what it is. You know.
Can I have the first comment after Ferg goes?
Yeah.
I have an addendum to that. Go ahead, Ferg.
Because we got to explain why we scored how we scored too, even though Razi is kind of doing it now. But go ahead.
Yeah. So that's why I kind of scored that way, because I think I'm average from by the face, and body wise, I'll go a little bit higher than that. I'm not chiseled or whatever, but I think I'm pretty okay when it comes to body type. So I'm good.
So, and it's funny you say that, because I think I rate myself that same thing, 17, 18, because I feel like I'm a good looking dude. Like, I'm not about to walk in the room and just be a showstopper. Like nobody's gonna like, ooh. But at the same time, like, I feel confident enough to walk in and have a conversation, because I still feel like I'm above average. And then we're just going off of looks. You start throwing in like personality and all that stuff, that's a whole nother level. Like, old girl, like, But I stay in shape. I think I'm a good looking guy. I'm not drop dead gorgeous type person, but at the same time, and I think it's realistic.
But that's bullshit, because you are drop dead gorgeous to somebody, and that was going to my point. Because
I'm talking to the masses, bruh, until they get to know me.
Yeah. Yeah, because no, we can't. I cannot let that stand, because the grading scale is not a sliding scale. They might like him at 17. They might think he's attractive at 17, but he's a f***ing 17.
Bro.
No, I'm just saying. I'm using your numbers.
I said 17, 18, so you gave me a hard 17.
So wait a minute. Is 17 the new 7? Is that the safe number? Maybe we need to re-rate ourselves. We might be rating too high.
Like Peter Griffin said.
Oh, you talking Peter Griffin from Family Guy?
He said, Lois, I am not fat. There's no such thing. I'm a man. I can't be fat. Only fat women can be fat. What they say is women look at men differently. Women, there are your sexual icons that women see, but women look at different things than men when they rate them. We look at the physical, 100%. I feel like women, they want to see what you do, what you know. Can you provide? Are you strong? Can you beat a nigga up who's coming to talk to me? That helps us in our grade.
But that's like when they're looking for somebody that they can see themselves with. We're just talking about walk in the room. Like, a woman can marry you, but you not necessarily be a 30 or even a 20. But if you got all that other stuff, yeah, but if you got all that other stuff, then she can say, yeah, he's nice. He's going to treat me like a queen. He provides. He'll keep me safe. But we're just talking about strictly looks.
But but I think women have but I think women, and we know our listeners are going to correct us if we're wrong on this, and they're probably going to definitely come at me. But I think women give guys a bigger gap. Women are date a 10. I think a lot of women hope for 17, 18. If they can get a 24, 25, they're doing great. But most women would be happy, and I hate to use this word, settling for 17, 18. Guys don't want usually, back to the old scale. Now I have to think about what do you want? Do you want a 17, 18?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind a 17, 18.
I want someone that I can vibe with, honestly. Like,
But you talked about, you remember your initial physical attraction. Do 17, 18 stop you in your tracks? Like, like if you, as a 17, 18, you can approach a woman in the bar and feel confident that you have a chance. But are you stopping like, ooh, they go a 17 in the bar. Let me jump on that. Maybe after 12.
It depends on how many drinks I've had, brother.
Exactly.
Right. Depends on how close to closing it is.
But you're not starting your night looking for 17s.
But like I think like we can't discount 17. 17, 18 is beautiful.
I agree.
That's a beautiful like woman. But there's a difference between fine and like beautiful and all that.
Yeah. I think like to your point, Ferg, I think to a 17, you will be like, oh, I'm going after that 17. The 22s and above are the ones you're like, I'm kind of hesitant to even go to her because she probably gets hit on all the time and I probably don't have a chance.
Well, you know me. I'm shooting. I'm a shooter.
I mean, yeah. Like there are certain people like me and you that shoot the shot regardless. But I'm just saying, like, there for the average guy that sees a 22 or above, he will never approach her.
But no, I think guys are, so I think that might be the thing. Guys are willing to, I think a 17 guy can match with he go with a 5 +4 +5 chick. So a 17 guy can pull a 23. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll go after, because I know my wife looks better than me.
What grade would she give you?
What grade she would give me?
Because my wife lied.
What did Tab say?
This woman, first off, she gave herself a 6. And it was so bad because Allison was over here. So like we were talking about it and we were like a 6. And like we had completely changed the subject. And I guess Allison was so blown, she was like, but wait a minute, why would you give yourself a 6? And she gave me an 8. So I said, well, then you can't, you're so now I know who the decision maker needs to be in this family. Because if that's the kind of scores you giving out, then you can't be trusted.
But again, going back to a lot of people have a sliding scale.
And I will say she has always, for the most part, at least she's told me she's been attracted to short guys. And that's one of the reasons why I gave myself a 17. Because, some women might think I scored myself too high. I don't have my hair. I'm short. I just recently got my teeth fixed. I had a couple of gaps thanks to Invisalign. Shout out Invisalign. Corrected that. But yeah, man, short, no hair. So 17. And the beard helps cover up some of the, if you think I'm ugly, I covered up some of it. So
yeah, splotchiness and stuff like that. Yeah, because that's what I got shave burns and everything like that. So yeah, the beard helps that a little bit. So it's just I'm balding. So that's the other part about it is I haven't gone. I need to go ahead and go all bald, but it's too much work, man. How often do you shave?
It is a lot of work. Yeah. That's true.
So I shave it down once a week, and I just go for what I know, man. I can't be doing it more than that.
Yeah.
So
you left out the part where people, women used to compare you to Tyson.
Well,
they did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
while they were comparing me to freaking For Real, For real. Like, come on.
Yeah.
They only compared me to Tyson because we both have very thin eyes. I didn't want to say Chinese eyes because that sounds culturally insensitive these days.
But you said it.
Yeah. But I just wanted, so in case people didn't know that, so that will be stricken from the record. I'll just, just to let people know.
So that brings up another question. You said it's not at a sliding scale, but do you think age matters? Are you Wood, you're 38. We're all approaching 40. I'm 40. Byron turns 40 in less than a week. And Razi, you'll be 40 in a few months. Are we judging ourselves based off of a 40-year-old appearance? Or like with a 20-year-old call, when you say I'm a 17 to a 20-year-old, she's like, nah, grandpa.
I think when women rate men, there's like women are like way deeper than men. They're better than us. Like we're just like simplistic motherfuckers. Like women are just they're so dope, man. They're so like deep. Like when they rate men, it's like they just calculate everything. Like we don't have we could just say, you know what? I like an ass, like a face. 28. They're be like, what he do, girl? What he do? Like, he got kids. Like, he divorced, he married. Like, they're gonna go whatever. Their analysis is different. So I feel like age is something that we'll take into consideration. But if you're a smooth 40-year-old, 25-year-old woman, like nobody wants that because that's young as. But a 25-year-old woman, I feel like we have no issue with being with you. In my humble opinion.
Yeah, they'll call you Zaddy and be done with it.
He right on that. By and large, he's correct on that. Like for us, all she got to do is look good for the most part. I mean, but we got a lot more boxes we have to check. Like even if we look good to them, you better be putting in work in the bed. You better be able to fight a little bit. You better be a good provider. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot more to it, man.
But I think guys are more short-sighted.
Yeah, because like she could be a 30, she could be a 30 and like nothing else is there. You'd be complaining to your boys about it, and then somebody would be like, yeah, she fine motherfucker though, man. I know, right?
Yeah. So that's who was it? Eric Benet, I think, was talking about, how he cheated on Halle Berry, and everyone's like, that's Halle Berry. How you cheat on her? How you cheat on her? And he was just like, once you get past that, what she looks like, all that other stuff isn't there. Like the Halle Berrys are a dime a dozen when you walk down the street in California, in Beverly Hills, in Hollywood.
If you're David Justice, Halle Berry is a 19. So it's like, what after that? What's next? All right, what are we doing here? There's some regular girl that works at Kroger who might be a 28, and she might want David Justice. David Justice gonna give her that. He did probably. That's why he was an asshole. So, but I'm just saying, Halle Berry is beautiful to us. She's beautiful to me. Like,
yeah. But I think what's hilarious is we got karaoke going on at the house.
You hear that? I'm sorry. Yes. I'm sorry, y'all.
Mute. But I mean, I think that's cool. So first of all, ladies, we're just joking around. Don't take things too seriously because be proud of who you are. So when I looked at it, when I thought about this, I'm like, so 1 through 10 is, I look at like cars. So a 1 might be a Toyota Yaris. A 10 might be a fully loaded Toyota Camry. Like, you're a nice car. You're nice. 11 through 20 might be a base model Lexus. 20 might be a 5 Series BMW. Now, Byron, I'm gonna ask you the 21 through 30 because you're the luxury car person.
Okay, for the last time, I no longer have that car. But when I'm gonna say this, I wanted to do it this way. When Wood first mentioned the 1 through 30 scale, I was like, okay, so sounds like 1 through 10 is McDonald's, 11 through 20 is maybe Cheesecake Factory, especially if you're above 25. I mean, especially if you're above 15. And then 21 through 30, that's when you're in the Ruth Chris, Del Frisco's, Morton Steakhouse category right there. So that's
that works. That's even better. Like, hey, there's nothing wrong with any of those places. They serve their purpose.
Right. So
Now,
if he's always offering to go to Wendy's or McDonald's.
So it's where he takes you.
Ladies, you know your worth by where he take you.
So why we ain't never been to Del Frisco's? Well, you're 17, right?
When we go to Del Frisco's, that's why.
Let me ask y'all this though: what number? Because when you go pick up a woman, you're supposed to get out the car, or sometimes you just blow the horn. What number? What's the breaking number that makes you say, "Nah, I got to get out the car for this one"? Versus, I'm gonna just blow the horn.
She got to be over 15.
Over 15.
Like,
ladies, if he blowing the horn,
look, 10 and under. I'm texting. I ain't even blowing.
10 and under. Meet me there.
I'm here.
Where you at?
Damn.
Oh man, we're gonna lose some listeners.
It's funny games, ladies. It's funny games.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Nah, well, you know what? To equal it out, though, ladies, if you listen to this, rate us. Like Razi said, you seen all three of us.
Don't rate us.
Rate us. No, rate us.
Don't rate us.
Rate us. And be as honest. And if that honesty happens to be cruel, we'll take it.
Nah, don't rate me. I got twins. They fight.
See, Byron's cool with it because he know he gonna get some 20s and some 37s in there, and
yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Rosario Dawson might come on the post and rate him.
Here we go.
We don't know.
Here we go.
See,
nah, my twins think I'm the greatest thing on earth, so they see anything less than 31, they might want to run the fade with anybody. So,
all right, Razi, you had another follow-up question for us. What do you have, bruh?
Yeah. So.
We gonna lose some listeners with this one too.
I know, Byron. That was a great segue. Talking about what levels do we do things for ladies. So I've seen a whole bunch of posts about ladies trying to kind of figure out kind of what vibes they put off, or we always hear the whole phrase. I like to use it. What about your is attracting ain't niggas. So we are gonna kind of break down. What about you is attracting these shit niggas? Like, what are you doing that is putting off these vibes to guys? Or we can't make a blanket statement, but what things do we look for that would say, hey, this is a chick that's probably going to get put in the one night stand, I'm just smashing bucket, versus, hey, I kind of want to seriously try my hand at dating her and maybe this will go somewhere. Like, so what are some key kind of cues that tips you off which way you're going to go with this chick?
And are we just talking about social media behavior or overall?
Just kind of in general. In general. Yeah.
So, because we all have single friends. So, ladies, I'm going to take a second and let me, Razi, if you don't help mind me kind of adding onto your question or adding to it. We're going to try to be as truthful as possible. You can take it how you want it. This is all in hopes. It's going to be funny. Don't get it twisted. We're probably going to say some rude shit, but it's also to help. Like, we're going to try to be completely honest and give you our thought process coming from men on how we see it.
Yeah, how we view what you do. Like, what you might be thinking, oh, this is innocuous. Oh, this is no big deal. I'm just having fun or whatever. But from guys that, a lot of women say that they want the good guy, the successful guy, the guy that can take care of you, that's, a 17 or above, on the scale, and you want us, but then you're putting out this vibe that we would never go for. So we're just going to break it down and be like, what is that vibe?
So yeah, I like that. So think about it. The 3 brothers, now 4 brothers for the night. Imagine we're your brothers, and your brothers are coming to tell you what guys are saying. So let's hit it up. So Restate your question, Razi, so we can make sure we're all on the same page.
What about her is attracting 8 niggas? That's it in a nutshell. Like, what is it?
Well, for one, I think when you, for one, truthfully know your worth. And that's on so many levels. I think so many times women give themselves away too easily, and guys, and we talked about this on another show, like the that you value, you think make you stand out. We're like, that's what it takes to get in the door. Just be honest, women, guys have a lot of options. And the stuff that you think you're bringing to the table doesn't separate you from most women. So I think that's first of all, like, know your worth, like know what you're bringing outside of the stuff that you think is valuable. Like even with Kevin Samuels in that first interview we talked about, it was the chick kept talking about why guys should date her, but I didn't hear anything that made her stand out. If you're not doing anything or you don't bring anything to this table that makes you stand out or makes a guy look at you and take a step back and try to want to know more about you, then he's going to treat you just like every other chick. And for most guys, the name of the game is conquest. It really is. It's like, and honestly, especially if you're just like, if you got a body and you look good and you throw yourself out there and you don't put much more out there in energy wise, guys gonna see you as just another conquest. I know I did. I'll just be honest. It was just like, look, Z sent me something the other day and a young lady was asking, do women want respect or do they want attention? And one of the things the lady said was, do guys look at you as a good night or a good life? And I think so many times guys see you as a good night. Like you can be fine as like, what do I need to do to have one good night with her? A couple of good nights is great, but if I can get one good night with her, I'm good. Rather than it's something about her that I want to find out more. I don't know where it's going, but I want to find out more. And also being realistic. You out here trying to act like a 27 and you're really at 8. Let's be honest. And you put yourself out there. And I'm not saying 8s can't get a good guy, but know who you are. And I'm not just saying look-wise. I mean, like, when you look at the whole personality, what are you bringing to the table? When we look at the total thing, when we're looking at the looks, do you have too many kids for somebody who doesn't have kids? Like, what makes you, when compared to somebody else, what makes you stand out? Outside of being you, because I know you're great and you're black and you're a queen and all this stuff. And, you know, you don't have to prove yourself to anybody, but you can keep believing that. Save me, guys, because I'm probably going to be evicted from the show.
Well, I was just going to say this. 3 quick things, and then I want to defer to our guests. But I think the most important thing women need to realize is every ain't nigga that approaches you isn't really always an ain't nigga. He could be a decent to good guy, but after talking to you and he's seeing what you about and the minimal effort that it's going to take, and you can't carry a conversation, then he gonna say, okay, well then I know what this one is for. And like Razi say, it's going to go from, okay, I think maybe Ferg even said it. She's going to be my one-nighter and I'll find my for life or somewhere else. So it's not necessarily that he is overall ain't shit. It's just that you need to do better at how you screen guys. And if you're able to have a conversation with someone, like I've seen screenshots of conversations that some of my coworkers have shown where they're talking to a guy. And some of these guys, they look like they haven't even, their conversation, it looks like they didn't even finish middle school. And that's no shade, but just looking at how they text and how they can't spell, and it's not even slang, like how they can't spell simple words, use subject and verb, like complete a sentence. If you're giving that type of person your time and they don't have anything going for them, then that's on you. Like you have all the evidence you need. Like once you have a conversation with somebody for a certain amount of time, over time, you should know what they're about. And yeah, there are outliers where a guy just straight up lies about what he may have. And even that can be revealed over time. The truth will come out on that. I hear some women say, I'll only get approached by married guys. Okay, how long you been talking to him? A year. You ever been to his house? No. You ever talked to him on the phone after 9? No. Well, what did you think? What was he telling you? So it's a lot of shit, and I don't want to put it on the women because I think we do a good job of calling out men and criticizing our fellow brothers from time to time. I got to put it on women a little bit though. You got to be better at screening these guys. A lot of times you should know. It's like some of you will have a baby with a so-called Asian nigga, and then 2 years later you have another one by him. Like, don't do shit like that, because all of a sudden when you want a high-value man like a Razi who makes $150,000 a year, a Razi gonna be looking at you.
Flex.
a Razi gonna be looking at you like, nah, I'm good. So,
because why? Because there's somebody who looks just like you.
Yes.
That doesn't have kids with an ain't nigga.
Right. So just screen your guys better, and just know that, you know, they're not always an ain't nigga. They just chose to not be with you.
So, but
bars.
I want to kind of go back before it gets to the screening process. Like the dude that can't spell is probably not going to approach, you know, the Gabrielle Unions of the world. Like that, like when I talk about the 22s, 23s, they're not approaching them.
No.
So what is it that they're doing to make it seem like their value is lower, so those guys feel comfortable even shooting that shot?
A great question. So you're saying, why do you keep getting approached by the same nigga? With a same nigga, different name.
And so maybe you guys have a better answer, but so I don't know if a woman can help who approaches her. So that part I need help on that answer, because even if she, like some people will say, well, it depends on how you dress. I think a very classy woman can feel sexy enough to dress however she wants to go out. I don't think she can help who approaches her. My thing is, once you engage in that conversation, once you engage in whatever etiquette and mannerisms they may have, then you have enough evidence to make a decision. But who approaches them, I defer to you guys on how to prevent that.
I mean, the thing about it is, she can't control that Pookie keeps approaching her, but when she never gets approached by Razi, there's something she's putting off that is not making me want to approach her.
I think it's energy. Like I'm real big on energy. Like energy runs the world for me. Like I really believe, and I'm a firm believer that the energy that she may put out, unbeknownst to her, creates that vibe that makes it okay for, you know, people that I know that shouldn't be hollering at her, hollers at her. Like, and it might even be how she dressed. She can have on overalls and long johns, but it's just the energy once they say one word to her, or just how she's looking at, she's giving them the eye. Is it the 3 second rule or the 5 second rule? You look at somebody for 3 seconds, they know you want to I don't know. But it's just energy that people put out there that makes them give a bad vibe. I've had conversations with people in clubs, and I've known, this motherfucker is good to go. This motherfucker will take work. Mm-hmm. I've known that. I've seen it. And y'all have too. Y'all know that. We don't have to play the game like we haven't seen it. But it's like, it's I just believe it's energy they put out. And that's what makes the difference.
Razi, would it also have something to do with where they go, the places they go? Like there are some places that Pookie isn't gonna frequent.
Right. So, but yes, Buff, I definitely think it's a lot about where she visits, where she frequents. Just kind of give my answer. You know, we had that post earlier, and it was really simple things that I put on there that was just like turnoffs for me. And it's like, you're 40 years old, sticking your tongue out like you Cardi B, or you're 19 years old, like my 19-year-old, sticking your tongue out on pictures and stuff like that. Like, my thing is, if I see that, I'm like, she's that one night stand chick. She's that good night. You know, and so that's my thing is I'm looking at it from, okay, I get it if it's like, oh, you did it one time and then, you know, I see 20, 30, 40 other pictures of you looking somewhat classy in some business attire. You look like you're going to work, look like you're doing other stuff. You're going to church, you know, you with your kids and you dress kind of conservatively. And then I see that when you're out with your girls having fun, you know, on a vacation or something. But if I see that every weekend, if I see every weekend on Facebook that you're posting, you know, this club life, then you're turning off me, that good guy, because he don't want that, you know, especially at our age. Like, and I think that's the biggest one is act your age. Ladies, if you're 40 and still trying to act like you're in college, you're 21, 22 years old, trying to go out every weekend, you know, put on the slinky dresses and everything, you know, that's going to be a turnoff for most guys. You're not going to get approached from a quality guy doing that. You're going to get, and if you do get approached from a quality guy, he sees you as that one night stand. You know,
until
I mean, maybe you can kind of talk your way out of it, but it's like a guy trying to talk his way out of a friend zone. Like once I put you in that box, it is difficult to get out of that box of one night stand. So, you know, I put in my post, like taking the picture, like looking back, you know, the whole hold your weave out and like looking out with your leg up and all that crap. Like, look, you're not 17. Okay. Yes, it is. And you're going, yes. And I'm going to, it's sexy. It's sexy. It is sexy. And we like it. And guess what? I just put you in the one night stand box. Like just that fast. And so the ladies, that's what y'all got to understand is guys are looking and we're deciding off of that one post, that second post. Because, you know, now that one post might get me looking at the rest of your profile. But if I look at that and then I look at the rest of your profile and it's all those pictures, it's those clubs, it's the videos, it's the lives with you holding a drink, you know, showing the club behind you and everything like that, you're not going to get a quality dude like that. So just know, even if you do it, sometimes you don't need to put it on social media. How about you go have fun with your friends and not make it a social thing? And because that's another thing about it is those high quality guys like to have fun like that too. But I need to know that we can have fun like that and you're not going to put our business in the street. So, because I'm a professional and I have a reputation. And so you put one of those videos out and they see me in the background, they're going to automatically associate me with you or with that. So that's the other part about it is I got to protect my brand when I come to you. So if your brand doesn't actually show quality or show that, even if, you know, down, and I'm telling you, professionals party. Like you get in a professional setting in a house party with a bunch of like 6-figure niggas, as they call it, that it is going down in that party. But you will never know it and you will never see it on social media. And that's the difference.
Well, let me put a disclaimer out there too. So ladies, it's not all on you. I'm gonna give you a secret. Sometimes there's things you can do. Because if you're built a certain way, you look a certain way, we're gonna automatically see you as a conquest. Point blank. And unfortunately, it's a double standard. You might have to try twice as hard to
not be sexy.
Combat that image you put off.
Yep.
So if you just have a very sensual nature, that energy, And you're just built a certain way. No matter what you put on, you just like those teachers. You remember those posts a couple of years ago? Those teachers that would just wear a fitted dress to school, to work, and it's like, what is she supposed to wear? She has a dress on. It's like, if she looks like that going to school, imagine if she goes out on a night on the town. Like, it's just like, if you see her, you're like, I need to get that. Maybe it's not your fault. But when you buy into that even more, it makes it even harder for you, unfortunately, for us not to put you in that box. Because, yes, a Razi might approach you, but Razi might approach you, but Pookie damn sure is going to approach you. And, I mean, I think that what it comes down to is, ladies, sometimes there's nothing you can do. But when you're approached by the same type dude, it's probably more you than them. If you have variety, it is what it is. But when it's the same type dude approaching you, there's something about you. Razi, take it away.
Yeah, something about your that's attracting. Ain't niggas.
Yeah. Like, Byron, back to what you were saying. Like, if Tab went out tonight in all her sixdom, guys are going to shoot their shot because you have a beautiful wife, sir. But it's going to be, I feel like, because I've known Tab since the 90s, her energy is going to be a variety of people just because she's an attractive young lady, and the average guy is going to shoot his shot. Pookie might, but Razi's definitely going to shoot. Like, she's going to get that variety. There's nothing she can do to stop that. But if she just goes out,
she gives off that energy that yeah.
We can't discount the Pookies that just don't give a like,
because it works though. That's what ladies don't feel like.
I've seen some guys be like, "Oh, you got a man? Yeah, I got a man. I'm engaged. Well, f that nigga." Like, I'm sorry, Razi, but like that happens too.
Yeah.
So there are those guys out there, and like,
why wouldn't there be? Because it works. When you think about it, Pookie wouldn't be Pookie if it didn't work. Like, somebody falls for those things. Like, if a guy goes out and does the same thing, the reason he's doing that is because somebody likes it. Somebody falls for it. Somebody's going to go for it. Ladies, I don't know if y'all need to have a meeting, the same meeting y'all had when y'all did the Chucks and Pearls that we weren't invited to. It definitely was a meeting, bruh. It was a Zoom meeting or something.
The one I left out too. My bad, for I was gonna say the one I left out too is just be realistic on what you can attract, because a guy like Razi or a guy like Ferg, because Ferg made a lot of money last year. You know what I'm saying? Be realistic what you can attract. So like if you have 3 kids by 3 different guys, that's no shade. Like if that's how it happened, that's how it happened. But you have to realize a lot of so-called good guys, good quality guys, are not going to want that, especially if they want to start their own family. They already coming into the deal having to take care of 3 miles, and none of them are like biologically theirs. So like you have to take a realistic look at what you're bringing. I know we're in the age where everybody is a queen, everybody is a business owner, but you got to be realistic in yourself and what you can attract. And listen, there's always an exception to the rule. You can have 5 kids by 4 different guys and one day marry a millionaire. That can happen, but that's very, 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 very unlikely. You need to look at realistically what you can attract, and maybe your standards are too high in the caliber of guy that you want.
So I'll leave with this. I agree with you. This is what I had when that Kevin Samuels post came out. It's not what you can attract, but it's what makes this person choose you over the next person. So you got 3 kids by 3 different guys. The person next to you has 2 kids by 2 different guys. She's a 6. 2 kids versus 3 kids. You have the same income. Like, what makes you stand out? What makes you different? it's not always him. It's just sometimes his options, he just weighs the options and chooses something different.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not dope enough to out whatever that person that has 1 or 2 kids less than you, not saying dope enough, but like if you don't bring other things to the table that make you stand out from that other person, then it's not all about him. Unfortunately, women, and you guys have options too. I'm not saying you don't, but guys have a lot of options. Like me, a guy having 2 kids, double standard, doesn't have the same way as a woman having 2 kids. It is what it is. You know this. I'm not saying anything new.
I didn't mean to cut you off, Ferg, but unfortunately, a man having 2 kids doesn't negate a man as much as it does a woman with 2 kids. It's the uncomfortable, unfortunate truth. Now, not to say, like you said, that you can't be dope and find love. My ex-wife has found love and all that, and that happens. I mean, but it comes to you. You have to be the person. Yeah, you can't. But that shit ain't easy.
Yeah, and Fallon, everybody, she sang so beautifully. Don't you agree? No, I'm just messing with you, man.
But no, what's funny though, like you said, but I know her, and her energy dictates something different. So it you know, if you don't mind me speaking on her, but I can see different types of guys approaching her because she doesn't have that energy that only Pookie would approach her. She brings, when it comes to a woman who that has been married before and has 2 kids, where do you stack up against the other women who've been married before and have 2 kids? She can find herself at the top of that list. If you find yourself at the bottom of that list when it comes to people that have that same qualification, your resume, what makes you, if you're interviewing, it's like, okay, the next woman with divorcee with 2 kids. Oh, next. Oh, stop. Come back. Like she's that comeback. Like, okay, I'm gonna have my people call your people. I'm done, fellas. Anything else you guys want to say about it?
I got one more thing. If Boosie described you on Independent, that's probably why you attracting ain't niggas. That's all I got.
I gotta go re-listen to that song now.
Razi will put it in there. But I had a fun show, fellas. I don't care what the listeners thought. It was fun. For some, it might be the last time listening to the show. Because I know we probably pissed some people off. But any good things, any parting words, let's take them out.
I do care what the listeners think. So I want you to keep listening. Let us know where you disagreed at, where you think we were wrong at. We always encourage healthy debate on the social media platform. So bring it. I want to thank our guests today, man. It's good having you on, man. Make sure you guys check out that book. We all like to have a drink or two when we're out. Got to get in that car. This is the book you need. And it's for everybody. Like, even if you're not a reader, you don't like reading, you don't have time, you can sit down and read this in a shorter amount of time than a Martin episode. Like, it's that quick of a read, and it's a great book, man. So check it out. Great job by you, sir. And thanks again for coming on, bro.
Appreciate that.
Razi, what you got?
All I got, man, I just want to say happy Valentine's Day. And like Byron said, we really do care what the ladies think. It's all fun and games and jokes, but at the same time, we want what's best for our listeners. And, you know, we give it to you straight, no chaser. That's really what it's about. You know, we say the things that guys say behind closed doors, and we put our necks on the line with either man law, with folks coming at us saying we shouldn't be saying it, out in the open like this. And at the same time, letting you kind of get a peek of it so that you understand what guys really are saying, not the watered down versions trying to be in front of everybody to stay on your good side. We love you. We really do. And we want the best for you. So that's all I got.
Wood, you got anything for us?
Yeah, just briefly. Shout out to y'all, man. Again, I ain't trying to, be on anybody's jock or anything, but y'all doing some good shit. And I really appreciate this show, and I really appreciate y'all having me on. Thank y'all. And this shit is dope. I hope y'all keep it going. I'm gonna keep pumping it and keep promoting it. And to Black women, I love y'all. Y'all are the core of the Black community. And I respect and I love y'all. Black women are the only race that I will never disrespect. Literally, the only thing that I will never disrespect. Black men, they can get it. White men, they can get it. White women, they can get it. Like Black women, I love y'all. But anyway, thank y'all for having me on. I appreciate y'all, and I hope y'all buy the book. It'll really help y'all. If you don't drink, buy it for a friend. Say what?
Where can they find it?
They can find it on Amazon. Hard copies will be available within the next 24 to 48 hours. But buy the book. It'll really help y'all. Even if you don't drink, buy it for somebody. Give it as a gift. It's a quick read, but thank y'all for having me on, and I had fun tonight.
Appreciate it, bro. Well, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Like my co-host said, we do care what you think, and we do this for a reason. Now, we can definitely sugarcoat things and just make sure you guys continue to like us. And I put my foot in my mouth purposely, just because I want you guys to think. And I like to push the envelope, and we all of us do. But I always look at it like this: we might not be right, but we'll always be real. So that's one thing I really I commend my co-host and even Wood joining us today. We might not say the right thing, but we're saying what guys are really thinking, what guys are really saying behind closed doors. You want to know what guys are saying and why things happen this way? That's what's really happening. So, Three Brothers No Sense. Thank you once again, Wood, Mr. See You in Court. Listen, like, share, subscribe, comment, and most importantly, listen again. Talk to you next week. Happy birthday, Buff.